town, got my case in hand, but my emotions are mixing up this legal land. I filed for a change, thought I was so slick, but I moved the case from Gainesville to Gainesville quick. From Gainesville to Gainesville, what was I thinking? I made a mistake, the whole court's blinking. Emotions so wrong, my career's on the line. The judge's patience, now a thin, thin line. I stood in that courtroom, thought I was smart, but my paperwork's a mess, it's tearing me apart. I tried to move the case to where I stand, didn't realize I was already in Gainesville land. From Gainesville to Gainesville, what have I done? I've got the judge annoyed, and now I'm undone. A blunder so grand, my reputation shot. I found my way straight into this spot. I look at the judge, his eyes are so cold. He's seen my folly and my legal mode. I'm shaking my head, I know I'm in deep. This legal misstep might just make me weak. I filed for delays, for dismissals too, but each one's a mess, my errors they accrue. I'm lost in my paperwork, a maze of my own. In this court of law, I feel so alone. From Gainesville to Gainesville, I can't believe I messed up my case. I've lost my reprieve. I moved the case, but I moved nowhere. The judge's gavel, my nightmare. So here I stand with my head hung low, my legal prowess on display for show. From Gainesville to Gainesville, a lesson learned. In the annals of law, I'll be forever burned.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I am coming at you live from my dining room. Might sound a little strange, but I had to move my whole studio tonight. How are you doing?
That explains
Doug?
the pizza. I got it now.
Poor Mr. Fox, he's not feeling well, and he came home and went straight to bed, and I did not have the heart to stream over his sickness. Like, I know that he'd be like, he will tolerate it, but he's sick and he feels bad. So if there's echoes, if it sounds weird,
Actually, it sounds all right.
That's
It
fine.
sounds all right to me. Sounds good. I've got my headphones on. Sounds all good.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I hope all of you have followed my directions in the description and brought yourselves a mojito or a tropical cocktail tonight, because we are going to need it.
Oh, yes.
I'm in the party mood, and I got myself a margarita this evening. So let me get this little ASMR for you there. Let's see.
I cannot believe how fun these filings have been lately. Holy crap.
Oh, it's going to be so good. It's not just the filing. It's not just the filing, folks. Oh, no. I've been busy all day and last night. I started a new song, and I finished that new song, and I made a video for that new song, and I have it here for you tonight. So when we get I don't know. I'll set a goal at some point and we will play that. I will unveil it probably at the end of the program. It is so, trust me, it is not too cold for a drink, folks. This song is going to put you in the tropical mood. You're going to feel like you're on a beach in Miami. I'm telling you. So if you have something fruity available, even if it's just lemonade, you should pull it out. You're going to want it. Trust me. But this filing tonight that we have to talk about, ooh, there are some allegations in here that, I don't know, Tug, if true, I would say they're career ending.
They are spicy, for show. They are very spicy.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really spicy.
Like, holy crap, spicy.
Well, listen, so Randy has filed a response to the defendant's second motion to dismiss under whatever rule for lack of subject matter jurisdiction. And we are going to go over it. We are going to start. And we have a lot to get through because we not only have 11 pages of this motion to get through, but we also have exhibits, 3 exhibits to get through, including one pretty lengthy email exchange.
Oh, yeah.
And part of a transcript.
That is amazing. That whole email, what we find out there. Woo-wee, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's get to it, actually, because we have a lot to get to. My God. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. We will take it a page at a time. You think, can you read tonight? You feel good enough to read?
I'll try it out. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Chat says, Mr. Fox needs some foam earplugs. He has them. And it doesn't matter. I'm louder than the earplugs.
I like the silicone ones in my house. I like to use those. You know, those little push in and form to your ears. I like those. Keep out white noise. It helps me with the kids. Like if I'm real sick, that's what I use. Maybe
I should get some of those for him. Where do you get them? On Amazon or something?
You can buy them at Wally World or Amazon or whatever. Yeah, just look them up. Those
Wally World. That sounds fake.
It's Walmart. Wally World. Yeah.
Oh, Wally World.
Yeah,
like,
Wally World. Yeah. Yes, it's the fakest place around, other than Mickey D's. You know.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right. So I'll start, and if you want to pick up in the second page, you can. Let's see. Plaintiff Jeremy Hales, in accordance with the local rules, responds to defendant's second motion to dismiss under the rule for lack of subject matter jurisdiction and states, defendants seek a second bite at the apple by following this second motion to dismiss, attacking the amount in controversy only. So the second bite at the apple thing is interesting. Yeah. You know, that's you're not supposed to get that, right? Once your motion's been dismissed, you don't get a second chance. Of course, Bruce loves to try and get one, though. He did it with Gainesville to Gainesville.
To Gainesville.
To Gainesville. To sanctions. I hope he files one again.
You know what's really funny is apparently the PR spin to that was very entertaining. I was like, are you kidding me? They were saying that
the PR spin was fascinating.
It was. I was like, isn't that fascinating? Because, I mean, when you think about it, they were trying to say that Bruce actually set the judge straight, and the judge needed to be set straight. And he acknowledged that. I was like, how did he acknowledge that?
What order were they reading? Because the one I was reading said, this motion's full of crap, and I don't even know why you filed it. It's being denied again.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to read my middle finger? It's what it felt like, you know. If you could have, if you could have typed out a middle finger, that's what he threw at
it. Well, part of the PR spin was also that Bruce just wanted clarification. It's like, well, he got exactly the same thing he got in the first order, which is, I told you, I will consider putting, having the hearings in Gainesville as they come up, and the trial will definitely be there.
He didn't ask for clarification, though. He was like, Judge, you made them make fun of me.
People are writing songs about me.
Exactly.
Blues
That's not
songs,
clarification. You know, it would have been easy just to seek clarification. Instead, he took what was pretty mild-mannered response. I thought a pretty nice one, to be honest, with how stupid Gainesville to Gainesville was. And he tried the judge's patience. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely crazy.
I mean,
All
bravo.
right,
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Defendants argue that the amount in controversy can no longer be satisfied due to the dismissal of plaintiff's extortion count and plaintiff's purported admissions. The motion should be denied as it is plainly without merit. Oh boy. Does anybody remember where we last read this?
Oh, yeah. I seem to remember a judge saying something like that.
Randy has now quoted the judge right back to him about Bruce's motion. Oh, God. And he's probably in the mood to deny Bruce's motion because Bruce is a big, fat dumbass
Yep.
who doesn't take no for an answer. All right, so the existence or non-existence of the amount in controversy required for subject matter jurisdiction is determined on the basis of the facts and circumstances as of the time that an action is commenced in federal court. All right, Tug, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Give me a second. I had it on my screen there. So actually, I'm going to pull it up on mine here. What's funny is I was looking at the document and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not looking at your screen. I'm looking at my own document.
Well, that's okay too. You can do either one.
Yeah, it's sometimes easier that way.
I like what K. Ryan says here. We should give lots of breadsticks for Megan to build an office attached to her house. She definitely needs her own workspace. Well, I have good news about that. We have been saving money for years to build a garage. And we have finally done it. Ground breaks in March, I think. So the garage is on this way, which means Mr. Fox's office, which is currently in the basement, is going into the garage. My office is going down to the basement after he redoes it. Yeah. So, and my basement is pretty scary, but the office area is actually drywalled and stuff. So he's going to finish it. And, he's going to make it a real studio down there. And then I will have a dedicated space. So this is temporary.
I'm gonna spring for the toilet and everything. I'm gonna go to Lowe's and buy you a blue bucket. You'll love it.
That's all right. I don't need a blue bucket. I have several bathrooms in my house and plumbing.
Blah, blah, blah. Fred's Emporium complete with blue bucket. I love it.
All right. You ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Under an easily stated, well-settled principle, I like how he was like, boldface on that. Reflected in cases throughout the federal courts, the existence or non-existence of the amount in controversy required for subject matter jurisdiction is determined on the basis of the fact and circumstances as of the time that the action is commenced in a federal court. Like that is a very fascinating note, so it's already been decided because that's how we got to this point.
Yep.
So it notes all the case law with that. The dismissal of the extortion count does not defeat diversity jurisdiction at this stage of the case. Again, they have budget rent-a-car versus where the events occurring after the filing of the complaint that reduce the amount recoverable below the requisite amount do not oust the court from jurisdiction. Subsequently, amendments to the complaint or dismissals of certain claims, even if they reduce the demand to below $75,000, do not ordinarily oust diversity jurisdiction as long as the original demand was made in good faith. That's fascinating, actually. It notes again the federal practice guide for a claim made in excess of the requisite amount made in good faith, and the claimant satisfies the jurisdictional requirement. Events occurring after the filing of the complaint that
reduce the amount recoverable below the requisite amount do not oust the court from jurisdiction. Citations omitted. this court has already determined that the original demand was made in good faith.
Ooh, this is so
And now he's going to quote the judge in the previous ruling when he took it in under subject matter jurisdiction. There are few, and this is Judge Bolitho writing this, there are few accusations that could be more harmful to a person than false accusations of essaying others, especially children. That is particularly true when the falsely accused person's business and source of income are directly tied to the number of people who view, support, and subscribe to his social media content. It is not difficult to see how being falsely accused of ARPing children, along with the other defamatory statements defendants have allegedly made, could cause plaintiff to suffer damages in excess of $75,000. Refusing to set aside he states case law here that refused to set aside $8.2 million defamation jury verdict, where the defendant falsely stated in public advertisements that the plaintiff had solicited underage girls for you-know-what. Lustig v. Stone awarded the plaintiff $700,000 in damages for defamation, where the defendant referred to the plaintiff publicly as an adult predator and like a child M word I can't say probably. I probably can't say that on YouTube, so we're just going to not say it.
Probably not.
Who had masterminded and attempted premeditated offing. When the possible actual damages are combined with the possible treble damages and the possible reasonable attorney's fees, the court easily finds it is more likely than not that the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000.
Wait, that's crazy, actually. I didn't really think about that. So we found out from Shara that they not only called him a PDF file and all that, but they said that he had tried to off some people,
Oh, that's right.
So that case actually fits a lot better than you would.
They said he was planning on taking Meeks out on a hunting trip and not returning with him.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're talking about a case to quote, there's a case to quote right there, And
apparently it got so far around town, somebody made a 911 call about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's wild. I mean, right there for them to have shopped that conspiracy is insane. It's like, what? When I heard that at first, I was like, what? What? Who the hell?
So this next part is the motion should not be well taken. There you go, Tug.
Even the statement in paragraph 19, which focuses on repeated defamatory posts, which the plaintiff has seen, was made in good faith. In fact, plaintiff's statement about a defendant's defamatory social media posts he has seen has evidentiary value, and it is incontrovertible. And that's true. We're going to see some proof. This is actually really spicy right here. I like this,
Mm-hmm.
It is... what is that? Axiomatic?
Yep, you got it.
I thought that was right.
You got
today
it.
I'm like, man, I don't know if I can pronounce any words. The troubling social media posts, such as those which accuse someone of being any kind of child predator, would be deleted by the publisher. In fact, defendant LMNOP has already deleted her entire Facebook group called Water Creek Friends and Neighbors, which, prior to being deleted, contained, i.e., social media posts from defendant Preston to plaintiff that stated, number one, I'm not a whore, Jimmy.
You get to read that again. This is the second time.
I've never slept around, and that's why I was married so often. That's so, is that better just to say?
No,
is better?
It is not better. By the way, I mean, if you're going by the biblical definition, all marriages outside of your first one, unless dissolved for approved reasons, would be adultery.
Just like, if I have 27 dance partners or whatever, I mean, I'm not saying that's her number, but you know what I mean? That's kind of a weird one to go with there. Number 2, John is his own man. I don't know why Jeremy attacks me due to John's behavior when he knows the truth. I love how she threw John under the bus, by the way. That's a good one. 3, we do not live in filth or garbage dump. 4,
False. I have video proof of her saying that she does.
4, I do not and have never, ever, I have not ever, beat my baby daughter. Shame on you, Jeremy. So, yeah, I put in Jeremy's name there. And number 5, John is not an SO, I'm going to say, or a PDF file, but I find it funny you hang out with men that are, and you yourself are disgusting toward children, mainly focusing on little girls. We're going to say nethers. And 6, I'm my own person. Yeah, that's gross, man. She says stuff like that, and they still say stuff like that, by the way. So she's gonna run right into that wall of they never stopped saying it. You know? I mean, John, hell, again, good job.
Wait, you're right. The chat's right. It doesn't say garbage. It says garage dump.
Garage dump. It does, doesn't
You know what? We have been saying garbage.
I don't live in a garage dump.
I didn't even see that.
I just, you know what? The spelling is so bad on some of this. You just
is
automatically.
That what it said in the? Yeah, that's what it said in the original.
It says garage dump.
All right, so here's Exhibit 1.
Does it say that in the original? Yeah,
yes,
it does. It does. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm showing Exhibit 1 right now. Here it is. Otter Creek Friends and Neighbors, admin Lynette Michelle Preston. And here it does this garage dump, baby. Okay. All right, here you go. So see Exhibit 1.
See Exhibit 1. Defendant alleges that plaintiff fabricated these allegations out of thin air. In reality, defendant Preston made her
defamatory statements about plaintiff disappear into thin air. So actually, in reality, she made the statements disappear.
Yeah.
And discovery continues. This, and I wonder if discovery was turned over. TikTok, time's up.
That's something I really would like to know about. Has discovery actually been turned over? I just, my gut says they're not going to do anything. We've talked about that, I'm going to
ask Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm curious if anything happened.
I'm going to ask him, see if he is he around? Did anybody see him in the chat? Is he here today?
Jeremy spoke in chat.
Yeah. Hey, listen, guys. There are 3,200 of you here right now. Make sure, and I'm so grateful that each one of you are here. Make sure that you hit that like button, because the likes are only at like 900. You can do better than that. Are your thumbs broken? I don't think they are. I think you've just forgotten to slap that like button, just like Bruce slaps that guitar in that fantastic song that I wrote. You gotta slap that like button like you mean it, like you're going from Gainesville to Gainesville and you want the judge to see you coming. You gotta do that.
I don't know why you get so upset about that. You gave him talent and everything.
I know. I made him look kind of cool. I did. Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you check to see if you're still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube is asshole and they screw around with the subscribers. So make sure you check that. And if you have extra cash, I'm not looking for your ramen money, but if you have Starbucks money you want to send, do it, because I'm about to set a goal for 50 super chats in the next, let's give it 45 minutes. And if we hit it, I am going to play for you a brand new music video starring the one, the only Judge Zachary Bolitho. And let me tell you something. You haven't seen anything yet. If you think, and by the way, super stickers for some reason don't count for the goal. So instead of sending a 99-cent super sticker, just send a 99-cent super chat and then it will count. You haven't seen anything yet. This new video that I made is so good. It's so good. It's so great. I haven't been able to get the song out of my head all day. Like, it's so good. Tug, I didn't show it to you yet, I don't think. Did I send you the song?
No, you haven't shown it to me yet.
I didn't. I shared it with Flux, though. Is there a Flux sighting in the chat? I shared it with Flux today, and she was digging it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And let me give you a little preview of what you're going to see if we hit that goal. You guys, you're going to want this. This is where the margaritas and the mojitos come in. You're going to want to have one. I'm telling you, it's going to make you want one. I posted this on Twitter. Let me show. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, God, this is so funny. Okay, hold on. Share this. Here's a little preview of the next song we have coming tonight, starring the handsome Judge McDreamy himself. Doug, are you looking at the screen?
I haven't looked yet. Look at the over here. Oh, look at him. He's got his nice backup singers and everything else.
And his
That's
bright
perfect.
red tie. You can almost imagine the American flag he has sewn inside that suit. His little
You can
pinstripes.
see that for sure.
Look how cute he is. You guys are not going to want to miss this video. It is so funny. It's so good. It's so, so good. It's one of the best things I have made. And the sound is completely unique. I have not written a song in this style before, but you're going to want a mojito or a margarita. I'm telling you, you're going to feel like you're on the beach. It's fan-freaking-tastic. And I've decided something. Tug, I have a new plan for my music videos and my songs. Because I have written now, because I got so into this particular song. It's called Motion Denied, by the way. But I have written several different songs, different lyrics, all with Judge Bolitho as the singer. And I've decided I'm going to release one every time he denies Bruce's motions. For every motion he denies, I'm releasing a new song. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely great. So
That should be pretty funny, you know. And that
It
you should
should
get a lot
be.
of wear. You should get a lot of wear and tear on those too. The way things have been going.
I have 4 of them ready to go. I just have to do the videos, but I got ahead of the game because I know we're going to have more
Yeah, you're
denials.
expecting. You're like Noah. Yeah, I'm expecting a flood, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I've got my court prognosticator hat on. Let me see. Where is that? Where's my avatar? There we go. I'm expecting more denials in the future, my friends. I am looking into my crystal ball, and I see it. I see it happening. All right, let's get back to this. Don't forget to hit that like button. Did we get the likes up? If we don't have the likes up, I'm going to talk about my hair. The likes are at 1,600. That's better than it was, but come on, guys. We can do better than that. How are there 3,400 of you here and only 1,600 of you liked it? Are you not enjoying the program? Are you not entertained? Do I have to pull this chat over? Slap that like button. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. All right, where were we? This shows that the motion should not be well taken, as it simply would permit a party who has already been shown to delete their own posts and an entire Facebook group made in social media to falsely claim that their opponent is being untruthful when they state that they saw defamatory posts before they were deleted by the publisher. Furthermore, the complaint does not hinge on whether or not repeated posts were made. This is interesting. Regarding the motion's claim that plaintiff cannot identify a single person who saw the defamatory signs other than Zim Paget, Therese Granger, or Stephen Granger, defendant's counsel disproved this himself recently in the deposition of Miss Amanda Martin. Oh, this is what you get for asking questions you don't know the answer to, Bruce. Defendant Preston's court-appointed victims. What? Amanda Martin was Preston's court-appointed victims advocate? No, that must be a typo. He means Hales. Or was Amanda Martin assigned to LMNOP too? Because Amanda Martin was assigned to Jeremy.
She was. People are saying she wasn't. So is that it for sure? It was see, if it was elemental P too, if they're both of them, that is a
Patty
severe
says it was
conflict.
both. The
That
chat
is not
is
supposed to
saying
happen.
both.
That is not supposed to happen.
Uh-uh.
You cannot service both. That is not supposed to happen.
Oh my God, this is the first time I've heard of this.
Yeah, see, I didn't even process that because that is so egregious. You know, how exactly can you support someone as a victim while also treating them as a perpetrator?
That's crazy. You know what? Shara just confirmed it with it. She's confirmed with me. She said both.
That is fucking nuts. That never registered with me because that is so wrong.
That's insane. I hadn't even, I mean, what is the deal with Levy County? Is it so small they only have one victim's advocate?
Then they should have done something else. It doesn't matter. Their job is to look after victims. So they can't do that if again they're looking after somebody and treating them as a victim and a perpetrator. Can't do that at all.
Wow. I am shocked by this. Okay, so defendant's counsel disproved this himself recently in the deposition of Miss Amanda Martin, an employee of the 8th Judicial Circuit in the state of Florida, who testified that she saw the signs. Oh no, when social media posts and links to those defamatory signs were sent to her by 2 different people via email. See transcript attached as Exhibit 2. Let's just head right over there, shall we?
Let's look at it. Mm-hmm.
Let's just go right there. So here's Amanda Martin's, you be Mr. Shockett, I'll be Amanda Martin.
Okay, let's see. Who's swearing in? Let's go back. Okay,
we're skipping that.
Are we going on line 7?
Right, 7. Yeah, 8.
Okay, question. In your office, did you hear about any road signs around town in Otter Creek?
No.
No. You just heard there was a case?
Yes.
Oh, wait, I have to be Mr. Manskin too.
Remember, constipated, whiny.
Did you? That's what I gotta go in. It's a voice like, oh yeah. That's what it was. Remember Master P, the rapper? Here we go. No. You make a
yes.
That. That's what I'm doing. That's actually what I'm trying to do. Do you have any knowledge about road signs, handwritten signs, calling Mr. Hales a child arpist?
To be very honest, only through some of the YouTubes that have been sent to me since all this. I didn't know anything about any of that when this was going on. So just since that.
You try to channel yourself. That's somebody. To be very honest.
I'm trying.
It's funny. I got to get back to the. I spoke regular. And
I like how she says some of the YouTubes, via the internet.
The Googles. Yeah.
The Googles and the YouTubes.
The
YouTubes.
them Googles, they get crazy. They start eating
them
their
there
fishes.
YouTubes.
Man. Okay, and since then, what comprises your knowledge about this topic? Is it just seeing the YouTubes?
That is it.
On your own, or you say that people sent them to you?
Yeah, I do not go and look at that.
Who did you receive? Wait. Who did you receive YouTube like link? What? YouTube like links? What does that mean? It's like discount YouTube?
It's Valley Girl. Who do you receive YouTube like links?
Yeah. It's
from
like
that prompt.
Totally YouTube like links from that prompt. You to watch something.
I could not tell you by name. I just have some very bored friends in life. That's just what they do.
They thought you might be interested, so they sent it along to you, particularly with this whole what the hell bad neighbor.
I call it a saga, but yes.
What do you call it?
I call it a saga.
So, you don't have any knowledge other than what you described, just some video clips on the YouTubes?
Yeah, and very minimal of that. I don't have any knowledge of any signs. Wait a minute. You just said you did,
She
bitch.
just said she had knowledge of the signs.
You just said you did. You said you saw them. Now it's I don't know any. And also, look at how she has just offended all of you. Apparently, you are very bored. All of you are very bored. You have no lives.
I got some bare board friends.
And that's just what they do. That's just what you do, folks. You're just very bored. Apparently, you have nothing better to do than follow the craziest lawsuit we've ever seen in our whole lives. And crazy people who run around screaming things like this.
I have anxiety over the roof.
I mean, come on now.
I'm proud of that.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go back to 80. All right. Which I can't remember who was it me reading or you?
I
think it was me. Regarding anyone directly contacting Whatnot Inc. to use defamatory statements to interfere with plaintiff's relationship with Whatnot Inc. Again, defendant's counsel has recently provided such evidence. This occurred Monday, February 17th, 2025, when defendant's counsel emailed Mr. Cam, a Whatnot Inc. representative, and stated, all right, folks, hold on to your shorts because it's about to get wild.
This is crazy because we are fun. They kept telling us they weren't contacting businesses and trying to cause problems. Well, here you go. Mr. Cam should know that you are dragging him and his company into your client's scam of contrived litigation to create YouTube content for your client's storylines. Mr. Cam may be interested to learn that as part of your and your client's litigation scam that you're now trying to involve Whatnot in, he committed perjury to trick the federal court.
Oh my God.
This is insane to make statements with. Good Lord, man.
And again, please recall the perjury he says that he made was that he didn't have posts on the internet. And here it is right here.
Yeah, he before he wrote that, he knew it existed. That's the thing too. 100%. They have just decided to double down. It doesn't matter what reality is. They just double down on a narrative because I guess it's just like Gainesville. If you say it enough times, it'll happen, right?
Oh,
I've heard of people trying to manifest positives in their lives, but this is nuts. I mean, that's what my mom's like. If you say something positive enough times, it'll happen, you know? I'm like, yeah. But
they're trying to manifest perjury where none exists.
There will be perjury. There will be perjury.
Like, he perjured himself. Like if they say it enough times, it'll just come true.
It's so bizarre.
There's no place like home. There's no place like there's nothing but perjury. There's nothing but perjury.
We were talking earlier. And I was saying that, you know, Bruce, he needs to become a real boy and not Pinocchio's anymore. Pinocchio's.
You're right. That judge needs to start treating him like a real boy.
Yeah, he does. He needs to start treating him like a real
and not like
boy.
a mentally deficient puppet pro se litigant.
That's what it is. I really feel like he treats them like a pro se litigant. And it's the most bizarre thing I've seen. He does. He treats him like he has some kind of issue or something and he's just working around it. You know? He doesn't realize that underneath all that stupid is a really horrible human being.
Yeah, I feel like Judge Carroll would never have allowed this. Oh, you know who else wouldn't have put up with it? Judge Schrader. Remember him?
Don't get brazen with me.
Wouldn't you love him on this case? Of course, Judge Schrader before the head injury, not after, because after the head injury, he just like lost it, unfortunately. And then he presided over the Zachariah Anderson case, which went really horribly wrong. But man, I do feel like this judge just hasn't seen it yet. I think he just hasn't. And maybe he has now.
Yeah, maybe after the last the last order, maybe he has seen it.
Yeah.
When you direct it at a person versus when you direct it at other counsel, I think that really, like, you direct it at the judge, when you give them a middle finger and tell them how wrong they are. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
you
nice.
misunderstood. Your terse reply caused the internet to make fun of me.
Ugh. God, I love this. I'm telling you, I love this case. It's so bizarre.
Oh, it's so good.
It is. It is so freaking wild. But let's see. To trick the federal court into exercising jurisdiction by filing a false affidavit stating my client's made and were making, quote, online posts calling him a child predator constantly and ongoing to this day. And that, as counsel, you did nothing to confirm whether there were any such online posts. God, this is a long sentence before you signed the motion opposition that relied on that perjured statement. Look at that. That's all one sentence.
Yeah.
That's wild. I was like, is it ever going to stop? No.
It's
Holy
crazy.
man. I would think any company who would want to know if one of their prominent customers who regularly promotes his business with them is falsely using them to support fake lawsuits. You're not actually a prominent customer when you're using it. You're actually, just like YouTube, it considers you in the partner programs. They have a word
Right.
for it, but you're always a partner in some way. So
Well,
you are not a customer.
I think Whatnot actually has an unusual, not an unusual contract with him, but a big contract with him. It's, I don't know what it consists of, but it's more than a partner program. They actually have a contract. Like, we want you on our platform. We're going to do this for you. You're
It's
going to do this
wild.
for us.
It's wild. They're trying
Oh,
to
and imagine the
interfere with that.
ecosystem. Imagine the two that they recruited. Imagine what kind of damage they could do to Whatnot with their constant harassment and the things they do. We already talked about how one of them caused a mistrial in a case and caused the woman he claimed to be helping to lose her kids forever because he caused a mistrial in her case with his outrageous and ridiculous emailing and threatening
Crazy.
of one of the social workers in the case. Though that's the kind of thing that these people will do. Imagine what they would do to a private company like Whatnot if they would go after judges and social workers the way that they do. I mean, I hate to even think about what kinds of things they've sent to Whatnot.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. We've seen the harassment that they're willing to throw at anyone else. I'm sure they've gone. I bet you. I'd actually love to see all the platforms that Jeremy is on and have all of them and their emails brought up. Because I bet they are fascinating reads.
I bet Paint Chips and that other one have completely harassed Whatnot already. I guarantee it.
Oh, well, I don't know. I can't say I know for sure, but I know they've harassed enough freaking people that it would not surprise
me in the least. That should be asked for from Whatnot.
Oh yeah, anyone that has connection to this. So defendants also purport to know that there were, quote, 41 minutes of daylight before the signs were removed. This is evidence that defendants are protesting too much. From the Shakespeare play Hamlet, thou dost protest too much, because only someone who knew the date and time when these defamatory road signs were placed would make such a statement.
That's a very good point. How did
It
they
is.
know when the signs were placed and how many minutes they were there?
Because they're saying, it was found at X time. Well, yeah, it was only up 41 minutes from that. Well, how would you know exactly?
How would you know?
Yeah.
How would you know? We are at 44 super chats out of 50. We are almost there. I can't believe it. I should have made the goal higher. That's all right. All right, let's see. Where are we at?
Oh, I'm still.
Oh, we're at number 3.
Okay. Number 3, defendant's case law citations. Oh, I like this one too. Are unavailing about really drink in what happens here, folks. By the way, this part you really want to get in because of wow, this is just a wow statement. Are unavailing at best and misleading at worst. So defendants rely on Shanahan, I think, versus
Yeah,
Hale.
Shanahan.
Yeah, but this is easily distinguished from this case. Shanahan involved a case
where after other counts were eliminated, the sole remaining count was for an amount certain in liquidated damages, which irrefutably fell below the minimum amount in controversy threshold. The trial court felt compelled to dismiss all of plaintiff's claims when one count was eliminated and the remaining liquidated damages totaled less than $50,000. Shanahan v. Cahill. Nevertheless, the Fourth Circuit reversed the lower court's judgment and remanded and held that the lower court had discretion to retain the remaining counts. Defendants, and this is going to get crazy, you guys.
Oh, yeah, this is wild.
We are about to get crazy.
Yes.
I need to change my avatar for this. I need my spicy pizza, I think. I need spicy. Holy crap. I mean, defendants also purport to quote from Rosado v. Wyman by stating, using quotes, as you can see here, there are quotes. In particular, it is important to consider whether the amount claimed in the complaint was made in good faith or whether plaintiff was consciously relying on flimsy grounds to get into federal court. And then see the source, distinguishing initial insubstantiality from subsequent mootness. However, upon reading pages 404 to 405, which is what is referenced right here, of the opinion in Rosado v. Wyman, the purported quotation does not exist.
Snap.
You got your drinks out, folks, because, yeah. Cheers, everyone.
Wild.
Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist.
That is wild. You know, if that accusation, to be fair, I've not looked through that. But I imagine, Randy and team, they did. I'm sure they looked through it quite a bit just to see what was what. And
well, it would be very strange if he did not look through it and just wrote this.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big woohoo, gotcha. So,
yeah. So here's the actual, he's quoting, I think, from the case. On remand, the district court correctly considered mootness as a factor affecting its discretion, not its power, and balanced the policy considerations that have spawned the doctrine of pendency and the countervailing policy of federalism. The extent of the investment of judicial energy in the character of the claim, not only had there been... It's you, John.
I'm looking at that case. I was trying to see if they...
Oh, you're looking for it? I think it's on LexisNexis. I don't think it is. Well, it might be.
Yeah. All
right. While you're looking, do you want me to keep reading?
Yeah, keep reading. I'm just trying to see if I can find it without having to dig, Yeah.
Not only had there been hearings and argument prior to dismissal of the constitutional claim, but the statutory question is so essential, one of federal policy, and the argument for exercise of pendent jurisdiction is particularly strong. Respondents analogize dismissal for mootness to dismissal for want of a substantial claim and rely on language in United Mine Workers v. Gibbs to the effect that a federal court should not pass on a state claim when the federal claim falters at the threshold and is dismissed before trial. The argument would appear to be that once a federal court loses power over the jurisdiction conferring claim, it may not consider a pendent claim. They contend that mootness, like insubstantiality, is a threshold jurisdictional defect. Whether or not the view that an insubstantial federal question does not confer jurisdiction, a maxim more ancient than analytically sound, should now be held to mean that a district court should be considered without discretion as opposed to power. To hear a pendent claim, we think the respondent's analogy fails. Unlike insubstantiality, which is apparent at the outset, mootness, frequently a matter beyond the control of the parties, may not occur until after substantial time and energy have been expended looking toward the resolution of a dispute that plaintiffs were entitled to bring in a federal court. I have a feeling that he's quoting all of page 404 and 405.
Yeah, that's what he should do. Yeah.
We are not willing to defeat the common sense policy of pendent jurisdiction, the conservation of judicial energy, and the avoidance of multiplicity of litigation. Oh, there's his favorite phrase. By a conceptual approach that would require jurisdiction over the primary claim at all stages as a prerequisite to resolution of the pendent claim. The court has shunned this view. End of quote. All right, you want to pick this one up, Tug?
Yeah. What page are we on? I'm sorry, I wasn't looking.
We are on page 9, top of page 9.
Okay.
The particular words.
Okay, yeah, I got it. All right. The particular words that the motion requires upon when citing Zando versus Wyman as being in support of the motions do not exist in the cited that case opinion. Wow. Consciously relying on flimsy grounds to get into federal court appears nowhere in the cited case there opinion. So consciously does not appear in the cited opinion at all. Relying on flimsy grounds does not appear in this cited opinion.
Oh, God.
Good faith does not appear in the cited opinion. Defendants have obviously fabricated these phrases from whole cloth. Gosh, that is bad, man.
That is really bad, Tug.
I mean,
and I have a theory, but let's get through this part of it.
Okay. So they've fabricated these phrases from whole cloth while presenting them as purportedly being from the U.S. Supreme Court opinion. Exceptionally, defendants' use of quotation marks misleads this court into thinking that this is a direct quote from the cited opinion. This also should not be well taken. I like that. The not be well taken. I love how they throw that in there. Moreover, this is not the first time defendants have done this while attempting to argue the minimum amount in controversy. Not the first time either. Some 9, it says, defendants have made a bare bones allegation that the complaint has, quote, no allegation establishing the minimum amount in controversy for federal diversity jurisdiction motion at page 3.
In doing so, defendant misstates and misrepresents the law to this court by citing to an opinion which does not exist. Defendant's misrepresentation should not be well taken by this court. The motion states, C. Lee Memel Health System versus Lexington Insurance Company, case number blah, blah, other than the conclusory statement in paragraph 2. There is no factual basis for the court to conclude the jurisdictional amount is satisfied in this case. However, the document from that case from March 7th, 2019 contains no such statement and is simply an order denying consolidation. See Doc 8 and Doc 9 and Doc 54 and 15. Even if defendants had not misquoted from Rosado v. Wyman, that opinion is nowhere near analogous to the facts in this case. This is because in Rosado v. Wyman, the Supreme Court held that the district court retained jurisdiction over a pendent claim after it declared moot a constitutional claim. Rosado v. Wyman is not based on diversity jurisdiction and the amount in controversy. In fact, the insubstantiality addressed in the cited Rosado v. Wyman was that of a federal question, not the amount in controversy.
Wow. So it isn't even about what they said it was about.
Nope. For the reasons above, it is respectfully requested that defendant's second motion to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction be denied.
Denied. Sit down.
All right, then we have the certificate of service, etc. But I have a theory, Tug. Would you like to hear my theory about what went horribly wrong here?
Indeed. Hit me with that theory.
All right. Let me pull up an article here that I have because this is going to be important. So this, and I know we hit the goal, folks. We hit the goal, but this is important. I want you guys to see this first, and then after we go through this, we will play the song. All right. Here is my theory. Okay, it's one of two things. They have either just lied and made it up. Okay, right? A total lie, just made it up. Or two, somebody used ChatGPT. Now, here's an article from 2023. I will never forget when this came out. I laughed so hard at this. Lawyer uses ChatGPT in federal court, and it goes horribly wrong. A lawyer representing a man in a personal injury lawsuit in Manhattan has thrown himself on the mercy of the court. What did the lawyer do wrong? He submitted a federal court filing that cited at least 6 cases that don't exist. Sadly, the lawyer used the AI chatbot ChatGPT, which completely invented the cases out of thin air. The lawyer in the case, Stephen A. Schwartz, is representing a man who's suing Avianca Airlines after a serving cart allegedly hit his knee in 2019.
I remember this.
Schwartz said he'd never used ChatGPT before and had no idea that it would just invent cases. In fact, Schwartz said he even asked ChatGPT if the cases were real. The chatbot insisted they were, but it was only after the airline's lawyers pointed out in a new filing that the cases didn't exist that Schwartz discovered his error, or the computer's error, depending on how you look at it. The judge in the case is holding a hearing on June 8th about what to do in this tangled mess, according to the New York Times, but needless to say, the judge is not happy.
Of course not.
But I have also heard of cases where ChatGPT will cite real cases, but it will quote it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very possible that somebody, and it might not have even been BBB. It could have been paint chips. I don't know. I mean, that's what happens when you rely on a disbarred ex-felon to help you with your court filings, maybe.
Well, they're also, back in the day, when AI was, it was first coming up and people were using it like this, you had journalists that were also using it.
Yep.
And one of them decided that they would utilize it to talk about Me Too cases. So they quoted a bunch of, cases that were out there, and one of them wasn't real. They actually accused someone of some pretty heinous stuff, quoting a case that was brought against them, and it wasn't real. So they ended up getting sued. I don't know what happened. I didn't keep up with the case at all, but I was like, oh my God. So, they just, ChatGPT made the false accusation.
Here's another one. Here's another one. New York lawyers sanctioned for using fake ChatGPT cases in legal brief. Look at this. Another one. A district judge ordered these lawyers to pay $5,000 in total for sanctions. The judge found lawyers acted in bad faith and made acts of conscience avoidance and false misleading statements to the court because they used ChatGPT and it invented cases out of nowhere. I mean, this kind of stuff, it is happening. People who cut corners, lawyers who cut corners, they think that they can use ChatGPT and they can't.
It's kind of awesome, seeing these people get busted with it.
So that's my theory. My theory is either that they just made it up or somebody used some type of AI and it got completely screwed up. All right.
God, if you think, did the making it up thing, do you know how, again, I'm not saying that didn't happen, but my God, what that would mean, it reminds me of journalists, that make up, what's that guy, that Glass guy, I can't remember his first name. The one they did a movie about where he faked all of those articles. He just made up his stuff.
Oh, yeah. The guy who said he was traveling in war zones, but he was really in his apartment in New York or something. That one?
Yeah. And there were more. He so Stephen Glass, that's what it was. He had a huge scandal. It was amazing. There was even a movie about it. It was so bad. And I mean, he's just been faking his career, like everything. You know, he started out faking quotes, and then after a while, he just started faking everything. So I'm not saying it
Chad, I got your. I see Max Lab sent me. There's another court order.
Another one?
Yeah, there's another one. All right. Before we get to that, hold on.
Gosh, there's another one. Huh?
There's another one. It is 6 pages long. Oh shit. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I haven't looked at it yet. Oh my God. Oh, it's going to be like live freaking reaction. What's going to happen?
Oh my God.
What?
Okay. I don't even know. I am going to have to. Oh, Jesus. He's striking motions now. The judge is striking motions.
He's
all right.
striking motions? Oh,
Listen,
man.
we hit the goal. I am going to play the new song that is starring Judge Bolitho. And then when we come back, I may have some answers for you on this. Okay, here we go.
In the courtroom I sit high and grand. He files motions with a shaking hand. Says he's got the perfect plan, but I'm the one who's in command. Motion denied, your case ain't fly. Try and try, but you don't know why. Motion denied, don't make me laugh. Can't pass my gavel's wrath. Every day it's a brand new plea. You think you're slick, but you can't see. The law's a game, but it's not for free. You can't outwit your destiny. Motion denied, your case ain't fly. Try and try, but you don't know why. Motion denied, don't make me laugh. You can't pass my gavel's wrath. In my court, it's not a show. Justice sways, but she won't go. One more motion and you'll know I'll slam my gavel in this wall. Pack your papers, take a hike.
All right.
I
What'd you think?
read that. I read that's good. I liked it. It's a fun one. You can probably hear me. I forgot to mute my mic, so I was like,
I didn't hear you. I didn't. Oh God, I love that song. I can't get it out of my head. Motion denied. Your case ain't
So
fly.
this is actually a fascinating thing. This order that came in, because it's basically it's a reaction to this case being papered, is what it is. The judge is like, "Yo, you get one shot at this," and I actually. It's going to be interesting because the spin on this will be so bizarre when the judge is like, we're going to hold this till later. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, he is, and I'm basically I'm thinking maybe we should save this for tomorrow. I don't know. What do you think? Because we're still not even done. We're still not even done with the email we still have to get through. We haven't gotten through that. Listen, here's what it is. I've also read through it while we were listening to the song. And basically the judge is saying, I am striking motions on both sides for motions for summary judgment. You guys filed these too early. And in fact, in the very first paragraph, he gives his reasoning about why. He's basically saying, after the defendant's motion to dismiss was granted in part, defendants answered plaintiff's complaint on February 8th. In their answers, defendants asserted 3 counterclaims against plaintiff, including intentional infliction of emotional distress, unauthorized use of defendant's likeness, common law invasion of privacy. A mere 3 days after defendants asserted their counterclaims, plaintiff filed motions for summary judgment and supporting memoranda, primarily arguing that defendants' counterclaims fail for a lack of evidence. Docs 73, 74, 75, 76, and 77. The deadline to file dispositive motions in this case is April 28th of 2025. Yet both sides, plaintiff and defendants, have now filed summary judgment motions before the full development of a record as to the claims and counterclaims at issue. The court is concerned that both parties are filing early summary judgment motions with plans to file more summary judgment motions later in the litigation.
And that's actually what we've seen. We've seen, here's one. Hey, why don't we wait till after discovery? Nope. Filed another one. We keep seeing these. So as far as the counterclaim filings, I mean, that's what it was. We're going to strike these, meaning you get your chance at it again, but we're going to have everything pop in. We should go over all that tomorrow, though. It's a long,
it's a longer one. It's a 6-page order. It's gonna take us an entire show to get through it. Yeah, Ellie, I forgot to put Rumble up tonight. It just skipped my mind. Because of the moving of the computer downstairs, I just forgot that I didn't set it up. So basically he's saying that this strategy is highly disfavored. So he isn't going to let either party do it. Yeah. So he's striking both motions for summary judgment. And
what's fascinating is his statement of it consumes substantial judicial and litigant resources early in the game. Early in the game. That means the game goes on.
Yeah. He's telling them to knock it off with the.
We're at 81. I mean, this is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, the speed that we've been running at as far as this case is concerned. I mean, it is being papered, and it is absolutely nuts to see 80 freaking 1, man.
And by the way, folks, that new song, Motion Denied, I will be releasing that tonight on YouTube. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. Should I release it right after this? Or should I do it tomorrow?
That is. Do it tomorrow, then we'll hype it.
Probably do it tomorrow. I will release it tomorrow at noon. That's when most of you are on YouTube and you see it. So I will release the full video so that you can put it in your playlist on YouTube Music. I will release it tomorrow, so you'll have that. All right, we need to get to the whatnot emails. Here we go. So we're starting with Randy's email. So apparently Randy sent an email to Mr. Cam at whatnot, and he copied Bruce on it because it was about the discovery. So this is from Randy. He says, "Hello, Mr. Cam. I represent Jeremy Hales. Mr. Hales is a plaintiff in a federal lawsuit in which the defendants have requested that the agreements between my client and Whatnot be produced. The contract, as you know, requires the written consent of Whatnot in order to be produced, and also requires it to be produced pursuant to a court order. We currently don't have a court order, although I have suggested to my opponent, Attorney Matskin, copied here, that we simply agree to such an order. There has been no proposed agreed order from my opponent. Attorney Matskin has requested that our firm draft a confidentiality agreement, and we will be doing so this week. We anticipate that this will be signed, but please advise as to the written consent of Whatnot. Thank you, and if you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to call me." All right, that was from Randy. But here's what happened after that. You want to read this?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
We need your Manskin voice.
Give me a second. No.
He copied. So he responds to Shock It, but he copies Mr. Cam.
Yeah, let's see. Do you have that pulled up on the screen? Or?
Yeah, it's on the screen. Can you not see it?
Yeah, what page are you? Well, let's see.
Motion denied. It's 80.3.
Yeah, I see it here. Yeah. Mr. Shogget. Yeah, I see it now. I do not know what machinations. I love it. You don't know what terminators, machinations you are orchestrating by copying me on this communication. I have no obligation to provide a proposed order of confidentiality, although I did specifically provide a stipulation to maintain confidentiality in writing, but you ignored that because your purpose has been to exploit the issue of the production of this contract for as long as possible in order to waste time and create issues for court motions to generate YouTube content. Oh my God, man. How smug.
What's with the underlining? I mean,
self-satisfied.
What are we in, junior high?
Mr. Cam should know that you are dragging him and his company into your client's scams of contrived litigation and create YouTube content for your client's storylines. Mr. Cam would also be interested to learn that as part of your and your client's litigation scam that you're now trying to involve Whatnot in, he committed perjury to trick the court into excising jurisdiction by filing a false affidavit stating my client.
Crazy.
It is nuts there. Client made, and we're making, quote, online posts calling him a child predator constantly and ongoing to this day. So they make the allegation right here, with Mr. Cam. Like if Mr. Cam is concluded with this is making the allegation to what?
Yeah, he's spreading it now to his this business partner.
Yes, he's trying to ruin him. That's nasty. We've seen
and
this.
Look at the things he's saying, that his client is a scam. Look, that he's contriving litigation, that he's doing it for YouTube content. He's exploiting the issue of the production of this contract.
Yeah, but
what do you think this is going to do? What do you think this is going to do to his a professional relationship with Whatnot?
They put his name in child predator in association with it and put it in there.
Yep.
That's messed up.
If you hear clicking, that's Archie Ruckus. He's tap dancing around the living room. He whenever he walks on our wood floors, his nails just clickety 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 click. It's crazy. I'm sure you can hear it when he goes by. It's funny.
Let's see. Committed perjury by stating clients made, and we're making online posts calling him a child predator constantly and ongoing to this day, and that as counsel, you did nothing to confirm whether there were any such online posts before you signed the motion opposition that relied on the perjured statement. I would think any company would want to know if one of their prominent customers who regularly promotes his business with them is falsely using them to support fake lawsuits. What a mess, man. Scroll a little bit more.
Sorry, I have a hangry raid. He's
okay.
whispering at me.
Hello, angry. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Of course you do. And you're making the biggest noise ever. Give it to me. Do you need help opening it? Nope. Okay. All right.
Okay. We're good now.
Yes. Okay.
I invite Mr. Cam to reply here, stating whether he, so again, you can tell this is a mail, to whether he or anyone at Whatnot has any information about either of my clients, John Cook or Michelle Preston, contacting Whatnot, or anyone else contacting Whatnot.
Oh, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, because right here.
What about paint chips?
I mean, just this by itself.
Fake journalist.
By itself, though, how is this not contact? Because he didn't ask about, hey, is there any communication, any proof that a John Cook or a Michelle Preston have contacted? Actually, I'd be interested in, have you had any complaints about Jeremy Hales? Could you provide those, even if even if you can't provide the names on some of those, so we can just see what's been written in?
Yep.
For the purposes of attempting to interfere with Jeremy Hales, what the hell's business with Whatnot? If Mr. Cam or someone on behalf of Whatnot would call me, so I may inquire about that single question, I would want a record. I would not want them making phone calls. I think there would be no need for me to subpoena him or Whatnot for documents or deposition. That's a threat right there. That's low key. He's talking about fake litigation, but right there, that is a do what I want or else.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cam may reach me at, who knows what would be said, by the way. There should be a record of what is stated. If he prefers, I invite him to call me along with Whatnot's legal representative, or to forward my name and number to the appropriate person to contact me. An informal call should be all that's necessary to avoid further involvement in this nonsense that you are trying to cause with your email.
Oh
Best
my
regards.
God.
I mean, it's so weird.
All the best. All the best.
Oh, craziest, man.
The only thing it's missing is this. Snake chorus. But that was a good rattlesnake sound. That was really good. I don't think I could do that. Archie, lay down. The tap dancing, it's too much. It's too much, dude. Lay down. Go lay down. Come on, lay down. He's walking around with his toy. He does this thing where he walks in, he trots in circles between the living room and the dining room. He goes around the house in circles when he has a toy. It's like showing everyone in the house that he has it. It's driving me crazy because I'm hearing it through the microphone, and it's
oh, I know. When you hear something hopping through the mic, it's so annoying.
It's so much worse than regular toe clicking. But yeah, this is nuts, you guys. This is nuts.
I'm not surprised by anything anymore, though. To be honest, everything that these people do, I'm not surprised by any of it anymore.
This part right here is particularly terrifying. Like here he is threatening poor Whatnot with litigation right here.
Yep.
This is crazy. If Mr. Cam or someone on behalf of Whatnot would call me so I may inquire about that single question, I think there would be no need for me to subpoena him or Whatnot for documents or deposition. I mean, what do you think that's going to do to the relationship between Whatnot and Jeremy Hales? Like, are they going to think this guy is not worth it? Now we're going to be spending legal fees. We're going to get dragged into litigation. What the hell?
What's wild is he's copied on this communication because, again, they're trying to make sure that he's included with everything. There's nothing happening behind the scenes, none of that. And Bruce pretends he's all like indignant. Oh, what are you trying to do here? You know, if you would have gone the opposite way, would have made contact and communications, then he would have thrown fits about saying like he was doing something sneaky. He was trying to communicate behind the scenes with them and work out some kind of narrative. So it's been all above board. So what does he do? He accuses him of something horrible.
Oh, this is so nuts.
That's him.
This is
He's
so
nuts.
crazy. I mean, I do feel bad for Judge Bolitho. I mean, I do. I feel bad for him in a way because it's like there are so many documents in this case and so many motions for him to read and file. But it's not Randy's fault that he keeps having to file this stuff. It's what Bruce is doing.
Well, with the that new statement, I mean, it's not really. He does say both parties. It looks like both parties are going to do this or that. They plan on filing multiple summary judgment, and you, like he says, you get your shot at that. You're not supposed to be doing that over and over and over and over again, and that kind of it should at least put an end to the insanity there for a hot minute. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's putting in a rule now that says, absent express approval of the court upon a showing of good cause, the parties in this case each will be allowed to file a single motion for summary judgment by the dispositive motions deadline, which is in April.
What's messed up about it is they've already done it and been given a deadline, and they did it again. So, they've done this multiple times already. They filed multiple documents like that. So, it's just nuts. But yeah, I can't wait to find out what discovery.
Oh, and he's limiting them to 8,000 words too.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to read like 20 more pages of BS.
Yeah, and the reason why we need a whole show to go over this is because we're going to have to go over what the documents 73 through 77 are that were struck. So we're going to have to actually look at those again. It's going to take a while. So it's not something we can jump into right now.
Did you catch, by the way, so Destiny, the streamer?
Yeah.
So did you see he is being sued for real?
Really? I thought I heard that, but I didn't know.
So there's a 13-page filing, and it's by one of multiple accusers. Now, I've seen some chats, unless he has something that he's sitting on that's just an explosive. It looks like he did something pretty awful. The allegations there are that he put out what we constitute, I guess it would fall under revenge porn. He shared recordings that he had that were taken. I believe they were taken consensually. I think that's what it says, although I'd have to read it again. Don't quote me on the consensual part, but it alleges that Destiny was contacted by this person that he didn't know that well. And for whatever reason, he decided to give that video of him with this other streamer to them, show it to them. And of course, you know how that will go. It ended up online. It ended up posted everywhere. So this woman says that she contacted Destiny about this, asking whether or not that he had shown it, to other people. And he said, I don't think so. I don't think I did. But, and he apologized and all this stuff. So she talks about how it impacted her mental health. She wrote him about that. And there was another guy that came in and they were chatting back and forth. Well, interestingly, there were leaked messages. I think they were from Discord that have the other side of that conversation. We had already seen it before. And it very much does look like it backs up her story about what happened, about him admitting to doing this. Oh, it's gross. But then he turns around and he says publicly that he had nothing to do with this whatsoever. So
interesting.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest political streamers out there. He's the guy that cheerleaded when somebody tried to, I will say, off the president-elect, when they, the other person ended up getting offed. That he was the guy that was everywhere that There was, he was the guy that was cheerleading it, and he was everywhere and everything, because this is hard to get across to people. It's not a right or left issue when something like that happens. It's a right or wrong issue, and nobody should be cheering on someone going to a political event and having their life taken. But this guy did, and he would cheer horrible things that would happen to anybody that he disagrees with. And now this has happened, and he's like, "Where's my support? All you people that say, that it's innocent until proven guilty. Why aren't you cheerleading me?" It's like, well, because you'd be dancing on other people. So anyway, I thought that was a fascinating case.
We should probably read through it.
Well, there's 13 pages of that one. And I think there was another police report, and there have been at least 2 other people that have come out and made allegations about him too. So it's kind of crazy.
That's nuts. All right, chat, quit arguing. I'm not in the mood. I will bring out the band hammer. Mods, if the drama is ramping up again, make it stop. I'm going to pull this chat over. Sometimes, it's a few of you who like to cause problems with one another, and I'm not having it. Not here. You can do it someplace else. You can do it on your own time. Don't do it on mine, because this isn't the place. This is a place where we come together to laugh and have a good time, and we don't need the drama here. So I'm not in the mood. I'm just letting you know.
Laugh. Look, this looks like Nick Rekieta, like cleaned up, where he's got an umbrella mask to hide his face. Look at that.
Oh my God, it totally
he's like, I'm
does.
hiding my nose.
It totally does. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Doesn't
Yes,
it?
Chris. The bands will continue until the drama subsides. Yes.
I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, that would be funny.
It totally looks like Nick. That's funny. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna hit super chats. Do you want to stick around, or do you have stuff
I'll
you
stick
gotta
for
go
a
do?
few. I may bounce in them, but I'll stay for a little bit.
All right, cool. Irrational diversions. That's a new name I haven't seen yet. Thanks for the 2. Gag order for Bruce. Whatnot? I don't know. We'll see. Max Lab. Thanks for the 2. You're awesome, Megan. And you're welcome. Hugs. Hey, thank you so much, Max Labs, for sending the documents. I appreciate that. And I appreciate your help. I have my favorites thanks to the 2. Gainesville to Gainesville and back to Gainesville. I know it's very difficult to understand.
At the speed of this, Gainesville to Gainesville. Just think about this. We're already 2 documents past that.
I know, right? How is that possible? You know what? Brad, IT Goatee Brad texted me today. He was helping me move all my crap from my office down to the dining room. And he's like, how do you have something new to talk about in the Hales case tonight? Because he saw the live stream set up, and I was like, you don't understand. This is the craziest case ever. And the reason why we have to cover it every day is because stuff happens every damn day.
Yeah.
If we didn't cover it every day, we would get so far behind, we wouldn't be able to keep up on the motions. I mean, look, as we're sitting here tonight with a brand new motion with 3 exhibits, another order comes in.
Another order hits, yeah. Now, we did today with that order, we wiped out a lot of the documentation that was talking about, the order for summary judgment, the one that Randy filed against the counterclaims, which we can talk about tomorrow, but all of that stuff got, set aside, which is actually, it's good. If you get one shot at it, at least you're going to get one shot at it. So when all the other stuff is stricken, you say, we'll come back to that. So it's not like, no, you don't get another chance. It's saying, hey, you better save your chance.
Yeah, save your chance. Well, and it makes sense because basically the judge is saying, hey, discovery's not even done.
Yeah.
Why would you file motions for summary judgment when you don't even have all the evidence yet? And that's true. That's probably, you probably want to wait till the discovery comes in. Of course, I have an idea that he is not going to, it's not going to go into, oh, I had a thought derailment.
I hate it when that happens.
Dang it, I hate when that happens. Well, I just got a
A lot of
text.
those lately.
But anyway, but Gainesville to Gainesville, back to Gainesville. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Fallen Hero 4567. Thanks for the $3 super sticker. I appreciate that. Nightmares Adventures. Thanks for the 2. Great song. I love it. I love that beat. Ellie Fan, thanks for the 2. And Wino Wednesday was born. That's funny. Rozilla's Realm. Thanks for the 2. I hope it's Welcome to the Dork Side.
I miss that snake song. We should hear it more too, because I do like the snake chorus. Na, 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 na. I really like it.
Yeah, I love Snake Chorus. Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Should only be one Randy, one judge. One Randy, one judge. One Randy, one judge. Bonnie Heron, thanks for the 5. How can LMNOP plus R run for a seat on town council if she is suing Rex as one of the trespass 5? I don't know. How does she do anything she does?
It's true.
Terry Halliday, thanks for the 2. Screwed the lid off my apple pie shine. Apple pie shine. Apple pie. That's hard to say. Apple pie shine.
Look at this.
James, member for 2 months. Square bullet points of breadsticks, and the fox den is weird. Oh, it's like a broken. It's
like
a wrist with no
slinky or
bones.
something.
You've got no bones in that wrist.
That is
It's
so
like
bizarre.
it's like in Harry Potter when he like goes boneless. That's what it
Oh,
looks
it's so
like.
weird.
So strange. Sammy Jane, thanks for the Aussie 5. New song, new song, new song. Woohoo. Dan Davis, thanks for the 10. You heard Coming Out of the Closet, but now you will hear Coming Out of the Cellar Dweller. LOL. And Dalker, thanks for the 2. Blue Bucket Fund. Cat Buchanan, thanks for the 2.
Your bucket. I told you needed indoor plumbing.
I am not getting a blue bucket. Cat Buchanan, thanks for the 2. Hams versus Netherlands, Tug. I don't know what that means. AC Hill became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but you will get used to it. What's Hams versus Netherlands?
I don't know.
Do we know?
Is that a catechism?
I don't know. Cynthia Brothheim, member for a month. This gets crazier every day. I know. That's why we have to follow it every day. Tracy Wilden gifted 5 Megan Fox memberships. I appreciate that, Tracy. Welcome to all of you who got those memberships. Welcome to the Fox Den.
It's a typo.
Weird.
It's AAS versus Netherlands, probably.
Oh, okay. Cat Buchanan, thanks for the 2. Meant Nethers, not Netherlands. Hams versus Nethers. Now I got it.
I thought you were talking about that. There was a trial. I thought that was what we were looking at.
That's funny. Thanks for the 2, Taz. Appreciate. Oh no. Now
I thought you had a new sound. I was like,
no,
oh,
that's
shit.
the dog. My
I was like, that sounds very real.
Yeah, my daughter just got home. I have my favorites thanks to the 2 with the Hales in the chat. Oh, I didn't see them tonight. Came at Red Queen thanks to the 2. He's here and not stalking. Okay. Fallen Hero 4567 thanks for the $1. Appreciate that. S Shine thanks to the 2. Let's make this goal happen. Carol Welch thanks to the 99. Rhea Norman, thanks for the 2. We need to see Judge P. Plant, please. Terry Halliday, thanks for the 2. Play it. Candace, thanks to the 20. The head flea stated Ice Nose Radis will be at Town Hall, and he shouldn't go since he's in the U.S. illegally. When called out on TC's video last night, she lied and stated, I never said that. I have the screenshots.
They've been saying that over and over.
They always do that. Yeah,
I mean,
they always
they've been doing that for
it.
weeks. Apparently, they said that they or people connected to them had contacted ICE and were going to have him arrested if he showed up. So he was like, all right, well, let's see if that happens then. Oh, so bizarre.
It is bizarre. AC Hill, thanks for the 2. I'm game. Anna Nowakowski, thanks for the $2 super sticker. Lisanne, thanks for the Canadian $2.79. Appreciate that. Monica Kellett, thanks for the super sticker. Sean Poe, thanks for the 5. Towards the Judge McDreamy song. Love you too. Thank you. Crystal Smith, thanks for the 2. For the goal, bring on the music. Thank you. Wender Bender, Wendy Bono, thanks for the 10. Hi, Megan, Tug Mods in chat. I'm lurking specifically to make the haters squirm. Well, that's always fun. And they squirm a lot. You know, it's hard to hard to reach all the areas there that need scratching, maybe. So they probably squirm a lot. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2. Play that funky music, Megan. Love you and Tug. We love you too. Auntie Audie, thanks for the 20. Starbucks and McDonald's money. I appreciate that. Teresa Finn, writer chick, thanks for the 5. Here's a little something to make the haters mad. Breadstick money, yeah, has become one of my favorite pastimes, making them mad. I know. LaWanda Lavarnway, thanks for the 5. From Gainesville to Gainesville is a song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friend. Yes, it does. Robert Ward, thanks for the $1 super sticker. Lyndon Hernandez, thanks for the 2. Breadstick money, BBB losing. Megan Tug blessing. Well, blessings to you too. Teresa Penrose, thanks for the 2. Appreciate you. Vicky Brushwood, thanks for the 5. You teases, LOL. Philip Kraft, thanks for the $1. Appreciate you. I have my favorites, thanks for the 2. Super sticker. Jay Free, thanks for the 5. Judge says roses are red, violets are blue. Hand has 5 fingers, and this one's for you. That's funny.
That is good.
Ma, thanks for the 2. Breadsticks for haters. And Kathy Stewart, thanks for the 5. Play the song. Thanks for all that you do to inform and entertain us. Love you and Tug. Frankie 3131, thanks to the 5. Hit that like button, as Dr. Joe said. Megan sounds like a scolding mother. Well, I am the internet's mom, so if you are misbehaving, I will let you know. The Canadian Charter Channel became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here, but we think you'll get used to it. Cheryl C, thanks for the 5. Breadstick money. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2. It was supposed to say funky. I understood that. That's how I read it. Robert Ward, thanks to the 5. They only had one in Levy County. You mean the Amanda Martin? That's strange to only have one victim's advocate. Nikki Bird, thanks to the 5. I can't wait to hear Judge Dreamy. May we all swoon at each coming denial. Burkett 1950, thanks to the 5. Yes, please, a new song. I've had Gainesville to Gainesville stuck in my head for days. Well, this one gets stuck in your head too, so, careful. Janice Wingfield, thanks to the 10. Amanda was Lynette's in DeThomas's case, but Jeremy's after Amanda's son attacked him. Yeah, that doesn't seem right in any way. The Canadian Charter Channel, thanks for the Canadian 5. I watched the video Jeremy dropped today, and he found a Lego Muppet Gonzo, and man, does it look just like Deuce. No way. That's so funny. I need to see that. Trish Birmingham, thanks for the Aussie 2. Enjoy the taste of satisfaction. And Tracy Wilden, thanks to the 10. Breadstick money. Janice Wingfield, thanks to the 10. Breadstick money to piss off the haters. Deuce Foreskin, Ambulance Chaser, and more. Nana boo-boo haters. Megan's getting money and you aren't. Well, I don't know. Are they still grifting for things? I thought I heard that they were going to start grifting for legal
there's
fees.
something new, but I didn't understand what the grift was exactly. Somebody was sending me. It was for something. Like I said, it's something else, but I just didn't understand the grift.
Yeah, that's strange. Taz, thanks for the $1. Appreciate you. Cynthia Miller, thanks for the 2. Cindy Olson, thanks for the 2. Happy Wednesday. And Dan Davis, thanks for the 2. I have anxiety over the bucket. LOL. And Sherilyn Tate, thanks for the 2 for the goal. Terry Halliday, thanks for the 2. Play it. Teresa Finn, writer chick, thanks for the 2. Have you seen the new doc from the judge? Yes, we saw it. Serenity Finch, thanks for the 10. For Spawn's Dino Nuggets. That's funny. Taz, thanks for the $1. Appreciate you. Sticky Widget, thanks for the 2. Following orders at Rogue Mama. And Susan Way, pronounced Way, thanks for the 2. Appreciate you. Fallen Hero 4567, thanks for the $1 super sticker. And Terry, also thank you for the $1 super sticker. Kathy Bartlett, thanks for the 2. And Elephant, thanks for the 1. LaWanda Lavarnway, thanks for the 2. Amanda, thanks for the $1.99. Taz, thanks for the $1. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2. Just got some better paperwork than BBB Tug's mail. Jody Who, thanks for the 2. Y'all better be subscribed. I agree with that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. K. Kirkpatrick, thanks for the 2. Couch change or car change. I heard that story you told the other night, talk about your cheap friends who wouldn't give you any gas money.
That was great. You know, the one thing people miss in that is back in the day, you used to be able to pay for all kinds of things with change. Change had a purpose, you know. You buy comic books, you know, for cheap.
You could buy gas.
Yeah.
Amazing how cheap
I used to love doing that, though. I had one of those LTD Crown Victorias, you know, the old square police cars. And they had that pull-up seat. So when you could lean it a little bit. What he's lean it just a little bit, and I make sure the little metal
fall out.
Yeah, all their change would fall out, you know. And
it's so great.
Yep. And if anybody caught on, I'd be like, I don't know what happened with that. Nobody ever caught on, though. It was funny. But it was every time, you know, they'd be like, oh, we don't have any money, blah, blah, blah. Every week, you know, I'd have enough to fill the car up again. So,
Ellie Pant, thanks for the 2. Demonic Pizza for the win. Go, Megan, go. Elfie, thanks for the 5. Has BBB turned up the crazy and outlandish to attract major media attention? If he thinks he will lose, why not just go nuts? Oh, God, I hope not. How could it get worse?
No, I don't. I mean, the stuff he's done, that doesn't make him look good. That's the thing. Like, he wants to look good in this. So I think it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It actually fits. Like when we read, you know, that other case that people were showing of his, I think it fits what we saw from him before.
Yeah. Rhea Norman, thanks for the 2. The Pingu motion moot moot. DJ Radish, thanks for the 2. Here's a cup of Bruce's and the Flea's tears. Terry Halliday, thanks for the 2. Whole cloth? That's funny. Cheryl Fletcher Spalding, member for 4 months. Thanks for being here for that long. I appreciate you. Sandra Fitch, thanks for the 2. Doreen has been loosed. Go get him, Doreen. I don't know if Doreen is still working on the case or not. I don't know. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. Doreen is a genius. Well, I agree with that. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. That same Lolyer that used ChatGPT doubled down after being exposed and filed the cases again. EDB covered it on her YouTube channel. She's a former ADA and attorney. I know Emily's great, but that's crazy. Lisa Carper, thanks for the 5. Stephen Glass actually went to law school, and he now works as a paralegal. I've met him. He is a great guy who effed up big time.
Yeah, he really did. I don't know how you live that down. That's the one thing, you know, always, because no one will ever trust you, you know?
Yeah. AKA the Cat Lady, member for 6 months. Why is he going so hard against Randy instead of Brucey? Randy is ethical. Brucey is a snake. I think so far he's trying to treat them the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't really think he's gone that hard at Randy. I disagree with a couple of things that said, but like you say, he's trying to play the center. And
yeah, I mean, he's doing what judges do, which is trying to be as hard on one as he is on the other. So he's not accused of being biased in any way. And, you know, I don't know why the judge does what he does. It's that he's a federal judge where nobody's communicating with him. None of you ought to be trying to communicating with him either. Never send him anything. Don't do that. That would be bad.
We've been talking about trying to get together an amicus brief, by the way. Have you seen that?
What?
Yeah, these morons, the idiots over on the other side of this are talking about trying to put together an amicus brief with all the warriors showing their support for LMNOP and JC.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty fucking dumb.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but it's fascinating because someone would have had to tell them to do that because most people don't know what an amicus brief is, you know?
That's bizarre. Roy Lonsinger, thanks for the 2. The judge pronounces his name Bolitho. Oh, interesting. Marley R, thanks for the 5. I'm way behind, but wanted to send love. Thank you for keeping me sane. By the way, speaking of the name Bolitho, so as I was coming up with the song and what type of song I was going to do for him, I kept having this, like, I just wanted to hear like a Miami Cuban salsa beat. And his name, you know, kind of sounds like it might be Latin, but the funny thing is, I looked it up and it's Cornish. English from Cornwall. And in fact, there's a crest and everything. Bolitho. There's a crest. But that didn't stop me because I really like that beat. And I had this, and because it's in Florida and, we hadn't done Miami Cuban salsa, I just wanted to do it. So it has nothing to do with the judge. It just had to do with what I wanted to hear.
It triggered a memory.
What?
That was just funny. You're like, oh, by the way, speaking of this name.
Well, because Roy just said it's pronounced a different way.
Yeah,
I keep saying Bolitho, but it's Bolitho.
I just like how both of us are freaking derailers.
I know. I can't help it. Marley R, thanks for the 5. I'm way behind, but wanted to send love. Thank you for keeping me sane. Well, you're welcome. Misbehaving. Thanks to the 2. Exactly why JH didn't want BBB to have some info, right? Because look what he does with it. He takes it and just goes crazy. Rogue Mama, thanks for the 5. I'm confused. I thought BBB wanted the contract and they've been complaining because JH didn't get one for the depot. I'm so confused. Am I losing it? He does want it, but there's, he couldn't agree to keeping it to himself. Remember? He wouldn't sign anything.
Yeah, he wants to be able to dump it publicly.
Right. And he wouldn't sign anything. He said he would stipulate to it verbally. He is now claiming he said he would stipulate to it in writing, but that isn't what he said during the deposition. So I wouldn't trust it. He needs to have it needs to be in writing. Sticky Widget, thanks for the 5. Doesn't Randy have to respond to this nonsense to make sure that it just doesn't get accepted by the court without any kind of perspective?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you would think so. Cynic in Chief, thanks to the 5. AI writing the filing makes sense. We wondered if paint chips wrote it because it wasn't Bruce's style, but AI wouldn't require paint chips at all. That's true. Orphan Musician, thanks to the 5. BBB is a special kind of dolt. I like the word dolt. A reputable company does not just turn over stuff without a subpoena. The legal team knows better than to do that. Yeah, I agree. Mama Lori says, I am a member for 3 months. I envision Diego Luna dancing his way through Dirty Dancing Havana Nights while Barry Manilow croons the night away. Love the new song. Yeah, it totally has a Copacabana feel. At the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. Oh, God, I love that song. Skipper of Veteran Nation, thanks for the 2. No drama llama here. Misbehaving, thanks for the 2. Please wish Pendragon a happy 72nd birthday. Happy birthday, Pendragon. Whitney Horn became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den, Whitney. I hope it's not too weird in here for you. And Taz has been a member for 5 months, says love and hugs, Megan and Tuck. Well, we sure appreciate you and love and hugs back. Red Wolf became a YouTube member. A wolf in the Fox Den? How dare you, sir? Heidi KZ became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Fox Den. It's weird here. There are wolves and foxes, but we think you'll survive. Grandma Teresa, thanks for the 5. Sad to say, when this case is done in federal court, I don't think the judge or Jeremy will have heard the last of BBB. Yeah, probably not.
No, I doubt it.
Liz, thanks for the Aussie 10. Keep up the awesome work. Thanks for the laughs. It's so very needed in these times. Well, I agree with you. There's too much to cry about. I would rather laugh. Kat Buchanan, thanks for the 2. Megan has a spawn, and I have an adult. Is that supposed to say poodle? And I don't know what that. I don't know what a podling is. Jeanette, what?
An adult podling, like a kid.
A podling? Oh, a podling.
Yeah, like a kid.
Like a kid, but an adult one?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Jeanette Becky,
Spawn,
thanks for the 2. Spawn, podling. Yeah. Terry Halliday, thanks for the 2. Time for gavel drop. Agreed. AC Hill, thanks for the 2. Can you please play the song again? Yes, on the way out, we will do that. Mystery Sky CT member for 8 months. I'm always listening in the back. It's good to have you here. Puzzled Puzzler, good to see you, man. Thanks for the 20. This is the case that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on. My friends, some people followed it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue it forever just because this is the case that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
I never thought we would be covering this. Again,
No,
I thought
me
we had a
either.
blip back and we would be looking at a couple of federal filings here and there, but I never thought we would be there.
Me either. Jack's mom, thanks for the 2. I hope all the felons do the amicus brief. Shaking my head. Oh, another 20 from Puzzled Puzzler. This is the case that never ends. Yes, it goes on, my friends. Some people followed it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue it forever just because this is the case that never ends. Yes, it goes on, my friends. It's funny. And Pickled Tink, I love your name. Member for 4 months. Thanks for being here for so long. Too cold and rainy to want to go to Jacksonville Beach. Well, that's true. It's a little cold here. But I would go to a Miami beach any day. Rhea Norman, thanks to the 2. Podling from the Dark Crystal. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, and Jeff would be very disappointed in me. He loved that movie.
I love it.
I need to rewatch it.
Another time in the age of wonder.
I need to rewatch it. Coyote Bait, thanks for the 2. Can't forget the coyotes in the den. Oh yeah, the Coyote Bait. Yeah, I did forget you. Puzzler, thanks for the 20. This is the case that never ends. Yes, it goes on, my friend. Some people followed it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue it forever just because this is the case that never ends. Yes, it goes on, my friends. That was a good one. All right, everybody. It's time to wrap it up and say goodnight. I'm going to send you over probably to Shizzy if he is streaming right now. Let's see. Is he?
Probably. I would think so. Hey, Cheryl, by the way, sent $5 to me. Thank you, Cheryl. I see that here. Thank you very much. That's awesome.
I don't see him.
Let me check. Let me check.
He doesn't have anything set up. I thought he was going to be. Oh, wait, there it is. Yep, yeah. I found it. Why did I have to type in the whole thing? That was weird. Yeah, all right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And it's time.
It's weird. You know,
it's weird. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Please tell Shizzy that we said hello and have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.
In the courtroom I sit high and grand. He files motions with a shaking hand. Says he's got the perfect plan, but I'm the one who's in command. Motion denied, your case ain't fly. Try and try, but you don't know why. Motion denied, don't make me laugh. It's a brand new plea. You think you're slick, but you can't see. The law's a game, but it's not for free. You can't outwit your destiny. Motion denied, your case ain't fly. Try and try, but you don't know why. Motion denied, don't make me laugh. Can't pass my gavel's wrath. In my court, it's not a show. Justice